Hello, everybody. Welcome to the SBT Saturday Shootout III championship match. I'm John Verbal. We're here live streaming from Lucky Strike Gilbert in Gilbert, Arizona. And I'm going to get this match started. We'll start talking about the folks that are on this pair in just a moment as soon as our lights come on. So our match, while we're waiting for the lights to come on, is Josh Williams representing our Challenger division with 8 pins handicap, Kyle Gilbert representing our Scratch division with no handicap, obviously, Jeff Millmier with 33 pins handicap from the Foundation division, and Kyle Howard, our Senior division representative with 13 pins handicap. Now I'm going to get on the house mic here and get this match started. All right, welcome everybody to the championship match for Saturday Shootout 3. Thank you so much for coming out. It's been a great day. We had 174 entries today, which is not bad for a single day event. Thank you all very much. And we've come down to the final 4 on this pattern. And so I'm going to introduce them one by one. They're going to bowl their first frame. Let's give each of them a round of applause as they do so. All right, representing... Oh, I haven't even introduced anybody yet. Enthusiastic crowd here, folks. All right, so representing our Challenger division from Tempe, Arizona, Josh Williams. Josh, a former ASC bowler, now working as a casino dealer, been bowling for 14 years, out of Tempe, 23 years old. Great 10-back shot for Josh. Representing the Scratch division from Maricopa, Arizona, Kyle Gilbert. Kyle winning our Scratch division. Had only, wow, and I'm not going to get trying to talk because these guys are throwing strikes. Representing our Foundation division from Santan Valley, Arizona, Jeff Millmier. And I'll try to introduce these folks more as we go along. Jeff's an account manager, 40 years old, and I've been bowling for 30 years on and off. And Jeff's coming in with a 158 challenge average, 33 pins of handicap. And another strike. Everybody's throwing strikes. Great to see. All right, and rounding out our championship match, out of Queen Creek, Arizona, representing our Senior division, Kyle Howard. Kyle's 60. He's retired. I'm supposed to be retired. He's actually retired. Good for him. Been bowling for 40 years. He's got 13 300s and 5 800s. And we've got a match to start here. Everybody on the board big right away. Good to see. So as you may have heard me make announcements, we had 174 entries today at Lucky Strike Gilbert. I might trip up and say Bolero Gilbert a couple times. Many of you know they rebranded here recently, so I still slip up and call it Bolero, but it is a Lucky Strike. Beautiful, beautiful facility here in Gilbert. One of the nicest Boleros I've ever been in, honestly. So really a great house. We're glad to be here. Jody Bach, the GM here, absolutely outstanding. Brittany, AGM, also super. Everybody here is just super. They're all on top of things, and they've treated us real well. And we look forward to coming back again someday. Oh, thought he was going to get that messenger to come across and take the 10, but he didn't. So Josh has had 18 300s, and his high series is 793. Most notable bowling achievement was the 2021 JBT Desert Open. Loves hockey, I'd like to thank his family, his frat brothers at Alpha Kappa Lambda, and his coaches. We're bowling on a wow, I've forgotten the length of the pattern. And I didn't bring it with me, brilliant. So I believe it's a 37-foot pattern, 2025 PBA web. And I really need to bring a copy of the pattern with me. So roughly 27 mils of oil, fairly flat at 4.2-ish to 1. And scores were not anything like the last 4.2-ish to 1 pattern, where they were crazy. This was more like what you would expect. But of course, when you get to the championship match, you've got players who have figured out how to make it work. Cut scores were pretty much in line with the norms of what we see, although there was some wide variance across the day. Nothing crazy on the cut scores at all today. And there's been, you're seeing 3 10 pins, I think, so far. I can't remember if they're all 10 pins. I think they were. Lots of corner pins today. I heard that comment from a lot of bowlers. Had trouble getting the 10 out today. Obviously, these folks did better at that than most. But you can see, you can throw a real good ball here and still not quite get the 10 to get out. So every house has its different attributes, and that appears to be one of them here. I've never bowled league here. I've only bowled a tournament here once or twice, so I'm not really. Let's see what I think. Yeah, I saw he missed that. Rough break for Kyle. Still early. A lot of time. Clean that up. Nice shot from Josh. So bowlers are bowling for $2,500 first place prize, and all 4 of them being in the progressive pot are guaranteed at least that much. Whoever wins, of course, is guaranteed at least that much. And there is a pretty nice little progressive pot that's already built up. So we just had not very much given out in the last event, and with the good entry counts we've been getting, there is a potential if somebody wins the event and they break the progressive pot, that the winner today could come away with $3,665. Not bad for a single day's work. It is a long day, to be sure, but if you get this far, it's certainly worth it. We're at 8:43 p.m., running a little bit late. We had a big squad at 1 o'clock where we had 5 on a pair. We had just a lot of demand. We want to turn people away. And so that set us back a little bit, but we've been keeping pretty good time. The cashers around just had 3 on a pair, so we made up a lot of time there. And again, if you make it this far, I don't think you're complaining about how long you've been out, because you're bowling for a lot of money. Yeah, and Michael, you're right. Josh has definitely won Strike Force a few times. All of these guys are good, experienced players. They've all been around. I'm just going off of what they've written on their little sheet here that I give them. In terms of other notable achievements on this pair, Kyle Howard, Mesa Metro All Events champion in 2011. Let's see. Jeff Millmier. Didn't have anything listed. He didn't fill out everything, so. And let's see. Kyle Gilbert, Collegiate National Championship. He was a Collegiate All-American. I did not know that. He's a good bowler. I knew that, but I did not know he was a Collegiate All-American. That's pretty cool. Kyle's a landscape supervisor. Tried to recruit somebody to come on mic with me, and I got some chuckles. So you just get to listen to me instead. We'll have to work on that. I know you'd love to hear somebody other than me babble about, but I also know it's a lot better to have somebody talking than just watch it go by silently. So I'll throw in a few comments here and there. I will mention our next event is our biggest one of the year. We're going to be at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa in Cabazon, California. And that's just past Palm Springs on I-10. After you go past all the windmills and drop down, there's that big hotel on your right as you're driving towards LA. That's Morongo. And it's a beautiful two-sided 24-lane center there. Been run by Paula Vidal astoundingly well for many years. Paula just retired. Yesterday was her last day, so that's going to be weird to go out there without Paula being there. But the Morongo people love to have us, and we're glad to be there for sure. $8,000 first place in that event, and plans to grow that even bigger over time. We're looking forward to that opportunity. We are expecting roughly 400 entries in that event. It's a 3-day event. Starts I didn't even mention the dates. So the last weekend of the month, which I believe from memory is the 27th through the 29th of March, starting on Friday. 2 Friday squads. You can actually bowl for $99 on Friday. That's pretty amazing for an $8,000 first place prize. That's a rough one, but that's makeable. Much more makeable than the Greek churches. Kyle's certainly capable of making that. So $8,000 first place at Morongo. And then the week after that, we're right back here in town at Valera Violinda. And then we go to about a once a month cadence after that. We kind of did some rapid fire tournaments here at the beginning, which as the tournament director, could try that for Josh, or Kyle rather. I'm not sure I would have done this many tournaments right out of the chute as I've done if I had to do it all over again, but it's been good. We've been working out the kinks in the system. Every event's been running smoother and smoother. Like I said, we were on time today, except for the fact that we just had a very big 1 o'clock squad, so we ran a little bit over there. Hopefully the stream is coming through okay. Facebook is telling me slow connection every once in a while, but and hopefully we don't have what we had happened last time, which is everything dropped. I'm running on a tablet for the first time today rather than my phone, so it's looking good for you. I did see it kind of zooming in and out like it's having a little trouble with the autofocus. Hopefully that's not too annoying for y'all. Roland, wish you had stayed here, man. I could use you by my side as commentary. But Roland bowled today. We had a lot of bowlers out here today. Roland was on the mic with me last week. Thank you for you, sir. So right now, nobody's really seizing control here. But just running the numbers, seeing the handicaps are added in. I think you can see them pretty well on the screen. So I'm just double checking if they're actually adding the handicap on or not. It looks like they're not. So I'm gonna have to do math in public, which is always fun. So we got Josh basically with handicap. He's got 88 in the fourth, and Jeff has, with his handicap, he's got 107 in the fourth. Kyle with scratch is 60. I said the fourth? Yeah, well, that's because Kyle's had a few opens. Unfortunately, Kyle 57 in the fourth. Trying to find the last filled frame. And then Kyle Howard with 92 in the fourth. So right now, Jeff, with this handicap, has an advantage, but it's early yet. And that was just a dead flush, beautiful ball by Josh Williams. Josh, really simple game, but he's just a really, really good, consistent bowler. A simple game is a good thing, in my humble opinion. A lot less things to break. Just repeat your shots. Josh does a great job. So that's a rough one for Kyle Howard. Second place for this event will be $1,000. Third place, $750. Fourth place, $500. And again, whoever wins is guaranteed a minimum of $2,500 because all four of them are in the progressive pot. Oh, gave it a run. Jeff with his handicap is in still really good shape, especially doubling up there. Josh is chasing him down. That hurt Kyle Howard for sure. And then Kyle Gilbert's got to basically turn it on right here. Another just high flush, great carry. Well done, Josh Williams. So just a little bit more background on this event. As I mentioned, 174 entries, which is a great number. We had, 41 bowlers in the Foundation division, which is our lowest average division, 67 bowlers in Challenger, which is our middle average division. That's just an incredible number. We have 33 scratch entries and 33 senior entries. So really great to see, really good balance between scratch and seniors. Usually one or the other, scratch or senior, is low, but both of them were a real good turnout today. As usual, our afternoon squads were bigger. Oh, nice shot, Kyle. So we had 69 entries in the morning, the 2 squads in the morning, and 105 entries, 2 squads in the afternoon. We advanced 34 bowlers from those 174 entries into the cashier's round. The cut was 1 in 5 in our qualifying rounds, and then 1 in 3 in our 3-game cashier's round. Everybody that advanced out of that cashier's round got an additional $50. Then we had 1 eliminator round. Every division had a match, basically eliminating half of the field. All of them on 1 pair. The scratch, senior, and Foundation divisions just had 1 game, and they had their champion who was going to advance to this match guaranteed at least $500. Great pickup by Jeff. You know, Jeff's doing what not just handicap bowlers, but every bowler has to do, which is make your spares. And yeah, he had 1 open. I can't remember what his 6-3 was, but you know what? He got count on that on a double too. So, there's the 10 pin that we've been talking about all day. That was another good shot by Josh. Jeff's doing what you need to do, which is make your spares. Catch a double here and there, make your spares. With this handicap especially, puts you in a pretty good position. Oh, that was really a big miss for Josh. So Jeff's in control pretty much. If he stays clean, it's going to be tough for anybody to catch him. Josh has the closest shot of him. I think Kyle Howard going off the sheet here. 226 plus 13 has 239 possible. Josh Williams has a 227, 235 possible with handicap. Jeff Millmier, let's just say he goes Dutch out, 141, 61, 181, 201, 234 if he goes Dutch out. So it's still, he definitely doesn't have it in control. And I don't want to say I gave him the kiss of death. Certainly didn't do so intentionally. But that's a tough break for him. So you hear the crowd saying, you just get 2. Get your count. If you can't make the spare, get your count. And then another mistake by Kyle. So this is, you know, the lanes, this pair, so technically this would be on the triple burn. This pair has sat idle since the cashier's round, which was a double burn round. So cashier, yeah, so this is a triple burn, but we left it idle during the eliminator matches. With a short pattern, even with a lot of volume up front, the volume certainly is going to help it have some ability to persist and not get crazy hooking. Still a lot of games to be thrown on a short-ish pattern. Oh, he really wanted that messenger. So I guess it's time to do a little more math, right? So 217 plus 8, 225 max for Josh Williams. Jeff Millmier, again, 67, 87, 220 with handicap. And he just left us, oh, that, no, sorry, that was Kyle Howard's. Important shot for Jeff here. He's definitely in control. If he stays out of trouble, he's going to be very hard to catch. Okay, big break for him. Big break. All right, so things getting interesting now. So Josh, 217, 225 off the sheet. Jeff, 186, 219 off the sheet. So Josh throws a strike here. He's all but locked it up. And so let's keep it on the lane now. Looks like we have our winner. But there's still money to be bowled for here. Again, 1,000 for second, still good money. 750 for third, 500 for fourth, all good money. So that's a great finish. Josh is going to be your champion. 216 scratch, 224 with handicap. Kyle Gilbert 170. And I'm pretty sure that locks up second for Jeff. And Kyle can, well, actually Kyle can catch Kyle, but now I don't think he can. So 159, 672. Oh, yeah, actually he can. So spare, and then good count, and Kyle Howard can pass Kyle Gilbert. And so this is a $250 spare and count coming up for Kyle Howard. Oh, that was very costly. So, okay, I'm going to go on the mic here. All right, congratulations to Josh Williams winning SBT Saturday Shootout III for $2,500. But Josh, you get to bowl for a little more money now because you have a chance to break the progressive pot. Here's how it works. We have a total possible additional winnings for you on top of the $2,500. You could win an additional $1,165. The first strike, which is free. You finished on what lane, Josh? You finished on the right lane. You finished on 6. So you have this first ball on lane 5. You're try to throw a strike for $165, and then we'll talk about what happens next if you throw a strike. So let's see if Josh can break our progressive pot. Oh, okay. Still a great day on the lanes for all of you, but Josh Williams, congratulations. $2,500 winning our SBT Saturday Shootout III here at Lucky Strike Gilbert. Second place going to Jeff Millmier. Great job. You got $1,000 coming to you. Kyle Gilbert, third place for $750. Fourth place, Kyle Howard, $500. Thank y'all for coming out. Our next event, as I've mentioned a million times, is the SBT Morongo Classic in Cabazon, California at the end of this month. $8,000 first place, and then we'll be at Bolero Via Linda in the beginning of April. I believe it's April 4th for another $2,500 first place tournament. So we're going to shut down the live stream here, take some pictures, give some people some money. Long day, good day. Thank you all for coming out again. It's been a pleasure. Good night.